Hey everyone, and in this Agentfire update, we're going to be going over a brand new tool that's now live on all of our Spark sites called Guide Creator. So I'm sure most of you watching this video, you're probably already utilizing some sort of buyer or seller guide on your website. I bet most of you are even using our Agentfire supplied buyer and seller guides. And so in a nutshell, what this new tool allows you to do is actually build custom real estate guides directly on your Agentfire site and really just simplifies that whole process for you. But one of the really key value points of this new tool is actually in our approach to real estate guides. So what we did is we took a look at what's currently available in this industry today for real estate guides. So we took a look at sites like Zillow and Realtor.com. We took a look at agent and team sites. We even did a deep dive in our own guides, and we wanted to see if there was a better way. And one of the main problems that we noticed is a lot of the guides available now are just really generic and actually oftentimes just stuff a ton of information on one page and just kind of treats all consumers the same. So what most agents do is they'll create like a buyer's guide like this, and then they'll just send all buyers to it. So it doesn't matter if it's a first-time home buyer or a luxury buyer or someone looking to downsize, they just send everyone to this one kind of generic guide. And that's actually a problem, because let's just say, for instance, you have someone that's looking to upsize, right? And you send them to this guide here and they start seeing information on, first-time home buyer, more relevant to first-time home buyers. Well, that's going to start to diminish the value that you're delivering through these guides, and will actually start to push them away from you as a realtor, because you're not going to be seen as that expert in their particular home journey or their particular needs that they have. So what we wanted to do is solve this problem, and really the solution was simple, and that was to do the same thing we do with all of our tools and make it hyper local. So allow our clients to build out real estate guides that are specific to their particular hyper local niche and the communities they serve. So now, for instance, if you're setting up buyer's guides, now maybe you would want to set them up for all the different types of buyers that you service. So let's say you service first-time home buyers. Well, why don't you create a guide that's specific to them? So you see on my page here, I've created a guide that is really specific to first-time home buying. So now when you send that particular audience here, you're going to be seen as that local expert. And because that value speaks directly to them, you're actually going to increase your conversion rates as well. So again, that is the really, kind of key value point that we're trying to deliver here, is not only simplify how you create these guides, but being able to create them specific to your hyperlocal niche. So let's just actually flip right back to the dashboard here and dive into how you actually utilize these guides. So to get access to it, on the left-hand side here, you can go down to your Agentfire arsenal and to your guide creator. You can manage the covers of the guides you create, and the manage guides button here will actually bring you to this dashboard. So on the left, we have various success tips to help you, of course, better execute and learn on this tool. And on the right is where you actually manage the guides. You see I've actually already created a couple guides here, but if you wanted to add a new guide, you would just click on this button. Now, when you do, you're going to be presented with a couple different options. So first is you have the ability to actually build out a custom guide from scratch. So when you use this layout, it will be a blank layout that you can then drop in our pre-built guide block. So we have these kind of standardized blocks that are going to make it very easy for you just to input your own content and publish. But if you're someone that likes to just have a jumping off point or have guides created for you, you will see that we actually have a pre-built guide. So you see here, we even have that first-time home buyer guide that I was showing a second ago, as well as we have a downsizing guide. And we're going to continue to update these as time goes on. So you're going to see that we're even in the next week or so going to be uploading a new upsizing guide as well as a new investment guide. So keep your eyes peeled for those to to hit your Spark site. So once you actually create your guide, you can then, of course, manage the actions of that guide. So if you needed to duplicate it or assign an agent or manage the SEO settings, you can do so right from that drop down. And that's actually one key point I wanted to mention, is that these aren't just, standardized PDFs that really don't provide a ton of value for your website. These are actually pages. So they're, structured in a way where they are SEO friendly. So again, targeting them to a specific hyperlocal niche or community is really important, because not only is it going to deliver more value to your audience, but you're actually going to put yourself in a position to rank higher in Google for those particular keywords, which of course, that organic value is really key to the success of your real estate company. And then if you're ready to edit that particular guide, you can just hit the edit button there. Now, when editing your real estate guides, you will see that it uses our Spark editor just like any other tool on our website. So it's a very easy point and click system. You can click on any of the blocks there and manage any of the settings, like adjust colors and text and everything else. You of course can rearrange and edit things by clicking on the left panel here as well. So if you wanted to, again, edit that image, you can go in and easily edit the image here. So if you are building a blank guide, so custom guide, or you're adding on to one of the guides that we created, you can always add a new block. So here you'll see all the different preset designs for our guide tool. And what we've done is just really take a look at our guides as well as others online, and just cultivated a list of blocks that really make sense for you to be utilizing in this type of format. Now, finally, you do have a couple of page settings that you're going to be utilizing as well. So to edit the header here, you go to the settings tab, and under the header dropdown, if you needed to adjust the agent, you could do so here. You can adjust the title as well as the excerpt from this panel. You will also see on your guides that you have the opportunity to deliver a bonus gift. So under this bonus gift here, you can select maybe one of your pre-built guides that you've already created, or if you wanted to offer something else, you could use a custom image. So maybe if it's a first-time home buyer's guide here, maybe you want to direct them to a safe search page with the best listings in a particular area for first-time home buyers, right? So there's a lot of different ways you can utilize this free gift, but it's just really good to deliver value at the end of your guide that's going to keep people engaged with your brand, with your website longer, right? But if you didn't want to utilize that, you can of course hide that bonus gift. And then under the page setting dropdown, you have a few settings here. So by default, all these guides are set up as landing pages. So it hides your site's navigation and footer. But if you wanted to display that, you can toggle it on here. You can also adjust things like the container width. You can enable contact widgets. So you'll see here when I enable this, on the bottom right-hand side, your contact information would display here. So again, you always want to be easily accessible for those who are engaging with these guides. And you can even lock out these guides by toggling this here. So if you toggle this on here, you click save. And if I were to go view this live, now you've set these guides up to actually be a convert page. Actually, let me just adjust that. So again, if I go to this page now, you'll see that I won't be able to access that guide until I enter in my information. So again, if you're advertising this in PPC campaigns or wherever else, this is a great way to ensure you're going to get more conversion rates from that particular guide that you're creating. So again, in a nutshell, that is our guide creator. I hope that you found this informative and that you are going to enjoy this new update. I can't wait to see the guides that everyone creates with this. And of course, if you have any feedback, if you need any help with this tool, reach out to us, reach out to support.agentfire.com, or you can just click this Spark Training button right here to book in a time live with our client success team. Thank you.